Welcome back everyone to my monthly Toy Story reviews, where every month I'll be reviewing one Toy Story movie in the build up to Toy Story 5 in June. We've already reviewed the original film. This month, it's Toy Story 2. And in this film, Andy heads off to cowboy camp, leaving his toys to their own devices. Things shift into high gear when an obsessive toy collector named Al McWiggin, owner of Al's Toy Barn, kidnaps Woody. Andy's toys mount a daring rescue. Buzz Lightyear meets his match, and Woody has to decide where he and his heart truly belong. In my opinion, Toy Story 2 is a movie that should not have worked, and that is because this movie went through production hell. It was originally meant to be a straight-to-DVD sequel, something that Disney was really into doing back then. It was a movie given to Pixar's B team, the employees were severely overworked, and we all know the famous story of how this movie got deleted. This movie went through so many issues, but somehow it managed to become one of the greatest sequels ever made. Just a full disclosure, spoilers for Toy Story 2 if you somehow have never seen this film. Here we go. It takes everything established and learnt in the first film and builds on it in really satisfying ways. Toy Story 2 though is surprisingly not really a Toy Story movie. It's more of a Woody movie, just like Toy Story 4 is. I absolutely love his conflict in this film. He finds out that he's a collectible. He's part of this massive franchise called Woody's Roundup, and he has to decide, does he want to go back to Andy and be loved and cherished? Or does he want to live the rest of his life behind glass? Does he just want to be admired? Or does he want to appreciate the time that he has left with Andy? It's a really understandable conflict for him. We see in the first movie and the start of this movie that he's very protective of Andy. And I absolutely love that halfway through this movie, it subverts your expectations. And Woody decides to stay with Jesse and the others. He decides to leave Andy. It really does show how mature he has become. But by the end, he learns to accept the time that he has with Andy, and he brings the other toys along as well. It's a really nice ending. And speaking of the other characters, the new characters in this movie are really engaging. Jessie is such a good character. You understand why she wants to live in the museum because of her heartbreaking backstory, which we all know the When Somebody Loved Me scene. It really hits you in the feelings. So you understand why she wants to be adored by many kids to deal with that trauma from her past kid. And then you got Bullseye, and he's just really adorable. And also the villains in this movie. There's not one, not two, but three villains in this movie. And somehow they work. Al is a really unlikable guy. He only cares about his own benefits. He's rude to everyone.
I despise that chicken.
And then you have Stinky Pete, aka the Prospector, who has the same ambitions as Jesse, but again you understand because he's lived his whole life in a box, just being admired. And the fact that Woody is about to leave to tarnish their chances of going to a museum, you understand his hate. You really hate him, but you do understand where he's coming from. And then you've got the evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, and he is so good in this movie. He easily has the funniest moment.
I'll never give in. You killed my father.
No, Buzz. I am your father.
The B-plot of this movie is also really engaging. Buzz and the other toys go out to find Woody, and it leads to this movie's best sequences. The highway crossing scene is so iconic that they put it on the DVD cover, and I just love that final joke at the end.
Ah, that went well.
They have that little car chase towards the end, and then you have one of my favourite scenes when I was a kid, that airport scene. I saw those conveyor belts as a kid and it looked like a play part to me. It's one of my favourite scenes in film history, and it's really because it's such a dangerous environment for toys. And then the final big scene, Woody saves Jesse, they take a leap of faith, see how Woody's roundup would have ended. Such a great conclusion. And then my boy Squeaky gets his squeaker back and he sings that angelic version of You've Got a Friend in Me. So funky, that guy can sing. And then the credits are iconic as well, where they showcase fake bloopers. They really need to bring those back. The film technically is also a lot better than the first. The animation is far better. There's actual textures. The humans actually move and look like humans. I also really like this movie's use of the colour orange. It makes the movie look like it's set at sunset. And that's really it. I can't really say anything else about this movie. Toy Story 2 is one of my favourite animated films ever, one of my favourite sequels of all time. It takes the philosophy of the first film and builds on it in new and interesting ways. It's emotional, it's funny, it has some of the most iconic scenes in cinema history. There is no other score I can give this than a 10 out of 10. And there we go, people. Toy Story 2 has been reviewed. Do let me know your thoughts on the movie if you've seen it. I hope you have. I mean, if you've not seen Toy Story, what are you doing? Next month is my review of Toy Story 3. Really hope you're excited for that one. I can't wait to talk about it. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys. Have a good day, and see you later.
Yeah.